Dear students, we have discussed about the closed curve. Definition of closed curve we have discussed and also example. And today we are discussing about the parts of the closed curve. In a closed curve we have mainly three parts. One is interior of the curve, means it is inside of the curve. Second one is boundary of the curve, and third one is exterior of the curve. So here interior of the curve, here it is a closed curve. Okay, it does not have any endpoints. It does not have any endpoints. So it is a closed curve. So inside point A we have whatever the portion I have marked on the chalk, colored chalk. This is called as the inside part of the curve or interior part of the curve. Next is boundary of the curve. So here point C, towards C, this point C, it is having this boundary and it lies on this boundary only. Whatever we have marked on the white chalk, so this is called as the boundary of the curve. And third one is exterior of the curve. So here point B we have outside. So here boundary we have and here interior part of the curve we have. So it is outside of this curve. So whatever we have portion this outside, that is called as the exterior part of the curve. That exterior part does not have boundary and also does not have an interior part. It is outside the boundary. So here the interior of a curve together its boundary is called its region. So whatever we have this area and about the boundary this, for these two together we are calling as region. So point B we are not considering for region. Only point A and point C we are considering to call a region. So this whole part and this boundary together we call as region. Next is polygon. What is mean by polygon we will see. A simple closed curve made up of only line segments is known as polygon. First of all, line segment means it is having a fixed distance. Okay. It is a part of a line but it does not extend on the both sides. So line here we have extending on both sides. But line segment does not extending on both sides. It is having fixed two end points. Here this is one end point and this is one end point. Means this we are calling as line segment. So polygon is also a simple closed curve it is. It should be a closed curve. Here we have a parallelogram. So here it is closed by only line segments. Here one, here one, here one, here. Means here we have 4 line segments we have. Means it is enclosed by the line segments. So it is also called as the simple closed curve made up of only line segments. Here parallelogram is also made up of 4 line segments. And towards this is one curve. This is one curve and this one is a line segment. And when this open curve ends, we have joined, this become closed curve. Here we have one curve that will be the open curve. When we join these two end points, we got a closed curve. Means it is a simple closed curve. And here we have line segments. So it is called also the polygon. So here again we have triangle. So here also we have line segment, 3 line segments, and by joining the line segments we got a closed curve. So this is all about the polygon definition. Polygon, it is a simple closed figure made up of entirely line segments. It is made up of line segments only. So it is a closed figure. Next, every polygon has vertices, sides and maybe diagonals. Here we have on the sides of the polygon, we are again classifying our names also. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides we have, means it is a pentagon. If we have 4 sides, then we are calling them as a quadrilateral. If we have 3 sides, then we are calling as triangle. Here we have 5 sides, means it is a pentagon. Penta means 5. 5 sides if it is having, then it is called as a pentagon. So to indicate pentagon, we have used A, B, C, D, E capital letters. So to indicate to name any geometrical figure, we have to use only capital letters. A, B, C, D, E. Take any capital letters. Okay. So first of all, we see about the vertices. Vertices is plural. Vertex is singular. So see what is meant by vertex. The meeting point of a pair of sides is called its vertex. The meeting point of a pair of sides. Here see, this point C you have to consider. So here the BC is one line segment and DC is one line segment. When two line segments meet at a point, so here BC and DC meet at a point C. This point C we are calling as vertex. Vertex means it is a singular. C is only one point. To indicate only one point, we are using vertex. To indicate more than one, we are calling vertices. So again see here in the point B. AB is one line segment and BC is another line segment. When two line segments meet at point B, then this point B we are calling as another vertex as B. So here A, E, D, these also called as the vertices. So the meeting point of a pair of sides is called as its vertex. Here this and this side when meet at point E, that PE point we call as vertex. Here see A, B, C, D, E are vertices. So here in the pentagon we have 5 vertices. Next we will see about the sides. The polygon has vertices that we have discussed. Next is side. So what is meant by side? A line segments forming a polygon are called sides. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 line segments we have. Means AB, BC, CD, DE and AE 5 line segments we have. When you join line segments, you will get a pentagon. So this closure curve we got. So for that, line segments only we call as sides. AB side, BC side, CD, DE and AE. These all are called as the sides. The line segments forming a polygon means when you join all the line segments, you will get a polygon. That are called as the side. Here we have AB. So to indicate line segment on the head of the AB, we are using this symbol. This indicates that it is a line segment. So it is a side. So AB, BC, CD, DE, EA. Here see, this is one side, BC is another, CD is another, DE is another and AE. We have here 5 sides. So indicate side, on the head of the side we are using this straight line. Next we have adjacent sides. So we have discussed about the sides AB, BC, CD, DE, AE. These are called as the sides. Adjacent sides means any two sides with a common end point are called the adjacent sides. Consider this BC side and CD side. So they have a common end point. Here at point C they have ended. See this BC and CD, they have ended at point C. So they have a common end point. C as the common end point. So this BC and CD we are called as adjacent sides. Adjacent sides. Again this CD and D end at point D. Here they have a common D point. So these two we call as adjacent sides. Again AE and DE they have a common point E. So AE and D we call as adjacent side. Also see AB and for BC we have common B point, means AB and BC we are called as adjacent side. So AB is adjacent to BC and AC. AB's adjacent sides are BC also and AE also. So adjacent sides means they have a common end point. So two sides, take any two sides, they have a common end point, then they are called as the adjacent sides. Next is adjacent vertices. The end points of the same side of a polygon. The ends of the same side of a polygon are called as the adjacent vertices. Consider any side. AB, take AB is the side. So their ends, see, they have a same side, the ends of the same side of a polygon. So here we have taken AB side, the end points see A and B. So for A and B we call as adjacent vertices. So consider BC side, they have end points as B and C. So B and C we call as adjacent vertices. C and D are adjacent vertices. We are not calling B and D are not they are not adjacent vertices because they don't have a common end point. Here see, B and D we are not calling as adjacent vertices. So they must have a common end point. See, the end points of the same side. They must have a same side. Here BC and CD they have a different sides. We must have a same side. Then we call as a adjacent side. See here BC is only one side we have taken. Their end points are B and C. So for B and C we call as a adjacent vertices. Again consider AE. AE side it is having two end points. See A and E. So for A and B point we call as vertices. So point E and D are adjacent. So E and D also we call as adjacent vertices.